Hey everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for joining me for week 17 in my Project Life album. If you'd like to see what I'm going to do, stick around. What's up, my friends? It's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for being here for week number 17 in my Project Life album. I love this project of weekly documenting. I treat it as my main form of scrapbooking, and I also do use a daily journal, which is my Hobonichi Techo A6. That is also basically a form of memory keeping, but that's a slightly different type of project. So for this project, I use a 9x12 album with pocket pages from scrapbook.com. And the two main companies that I purchase subscription kits from are Studio Calico, who I'm using today, and Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kit. I have mentioned a few times considering stopping my Studio Calico subscription and re-upping my story kit from Ali Edwards, but I'm not sure actually about either of those options right now, since life is sort of in a bit of a limbo as I approach my surgery, which is actually at the time that I'm filming this, it'll be tomorrow. So when this video goes up, it will be almost a full week since my surgery. So hopefully we'll be feeling much better by then. But for now, I wanted to make sure that I could get this filmed and just kind of posted and ready to go, scheduled on YouTube and Instagram for the week that it will be airing. So, like I said, this is mostly Studio Calico. I used a lot of the cards. Actually, all the cards that I'm using this week are from the most recent Documenter kit. I think it's called This Must Be the Place. I really tried to make the Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kit work, and some of the cards did work, but then some of them didn't. And since we're approaching like the very last full week of April, I have used most of the kit, which means that I don't necessarily have the most cohesive color scheme left, for me anyway, for this week. I was really looking for pinks and blues, and I did have a couple of pink cards in the kit, but then that was really it. So I ended up switching and checking out what I had in my Studio Calico subscription, and I really liked these florals. And then I remembered that there were puffy stickers that went along with it, and I am, if you don't know, a complete sucker for puffy stickers. So that sort of sold me, and then I just decided to pull out all of my Studio Calico stash stuff, and which I have quite a bit of, and use that. I also added in some blue grid washi this week, which I don't usually do. I did that almost every week in 2023's Project Life, but I felt like it maybe added a little bit too much and made some of the spreads look busier than they needed to be. But because I wanted to bring in some more blue, I decided that bringing in blue washi would be a great way to do that and sort of tie that color in throughout both of the pages. I did realize that after I filmed this, I forgot to put the weeks with my date stamp, so I'll do that off camera. And that'll just go underneath the blue washi strip on the title card there. Then the first picture is taken on Monday, and actually these Monday days of the week puffy stickers and a couple of these hearts are from Paper Person Shop, which is no longer in existence. But this is a picture of Nora and her friend and our neighbor Evan, who like knocked on the door, and we had no idea, we weren't expecting him, so it was a little bit random, but it was a cute little moment, and they got to spend some time together Monday before she had to go to dance class. Then this photo of the tree I took on Tuesday walking to the mailbox. It's not our tree, but it's actually nobody's tree because it's on one of our neighbors' yards who no longer lives there. We think the house is like being auctioned off. We're not quite sure, but it's a gorgeous tree, and I have no idea what kind it is because I am not a plant person. So, but it's pretty. So thankful for the sunshine and not rain because we have had so much rain. And then this picture was also taken on Tuesday of my cat. Actually, it's Nora's cat, but his name is Smokey, and he was just so passed out in the sun that he didn't even hear us come in. Usually he's like a little dog and waits at the door when he hears us park and coming in, but he was completely passed out. So I thought that was super cute. And these ledger stickers, I love, not ledger stickers, label stickers, because I love scallops. So I wanted to use these throughout the spread as well. And then this pink card says Around Town, and I really didn't use it to journal about Around Town. I just used it to journal about Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for the week. So I took the letters, the alphas from the Paper Person sticker sheet that I got the numbers 1 and 7 for my title card to just kind of bring in a little bit more of that mustard yellow. And then I cut this chipboard border, or not border, like banner, I guess, or flag in half. And then I use half on this card and then half on the card that I'll use on the right side of the spread to do some additional journaling about the days of the week. So I just talked about how Monday I ended up subbing unexpectedly. I had a pre-surgery appointment and picked up lunch for myself on the way back, but I did get paid for a full day, which was nice. I also finished reading A Court of Mist and Fury that day. And then Tuesday I had EMDR therapy, which is always intense. Nora had a physical. Evan came over again. We went for a family walk, and then she had this ridiculously insane meltdown, which is what I'm journaling about. You can see I'm referencing my Hobonichi there. I called it Flygate because Nora had an hour and a half tantrum because she would not come off the trampoline because there was a fly on it. So, yeah, it's as crazy as it sounds, and it was exhausting. And by the end of the day, I was like completely fried, and my patience was gone, and it was not good. It was a really, really rough day. Um, then Wednesday, I did a ton of editing and content stuff, which is a good thing because I ended up unexpectedly subbing Thursday and Friday of this week as well. I took Nora to the store, and she ended up getting a new little like mini phone and cash register, which it's a cute little story behind that. And I talk a little bit more about that on the photo I took of her in the store. She's been watching these YouTubers do like day in the life and like routines with their silicone baby dolls and stuff like that. And she does a lot of pretend play. So she said, "Mom, I feel silly getting baby toys, but I really don't care." And she likes to use her phone to pretend like she's a teacher, and she has to phone out for, because they have in this classrooms are like, typical telephones with a landline and all that. So she wanted one that resembled more of like a quote old-fashioned phone, which I know is so cringe for those of us who grew up with that as our only source of phone. Hashtag 80s baby. And then the cash register she uses, not necessarily for grocery store or anything, but she likes to pretend to play library. So she wanted one that had like a scanner, and then when you scan the pretend credit card, it made like a beeping noise. So she used it for that. I'm not sure what else she uses it for, but I just think it's so super cute. And then I'm all sticker for add-on her staying little. I don't have any desire for her to be acting as grown as some of the other purchased a set yet. Usually I do if I really like the puffy stickers, but because that's I've been considering stopping my subscription, I think I and then I just use this on the go 4x6 card just for decoration really, and it was kind of a busy week, so I thought it was like an appropriate sentiment, and it says how to slow down when busy days get the best of us. I just use the little teeny tiny puffy circles to use as like check marks basically, and I put them on the following bullets or lists. I said read a book, take a walk, journal, enjoy a treat, and make a plan. And then after the fact, I'm going to go back and add a few yellow stickers to the top right corner of that card just to bring in the third cluster of those yellow circle stickers that are on the Studio Calico Documenter kit. And then that's going to be it for the left side of the spread. It came together pretty quickly. I really enjoy the way it looks, and here are the close-ups in real time. I do end up going back, I think to fix a couple little things at the end, but you guys can see that in like the photos at the very end of this plan with me or process video, whatever you want to call it. So moving on to the right side, I have a picture of the tree in our backyard that's got a lot of little buds on it. And then and this is like a 4x6 pocket part. So I end up just taping two of the 3x4s next to each other, the photo and then the note card, so I can do journaling. And I'm going to keep it really simple and just put Thursday sticker on the tree. And then on this blue grid card, I added washi, a little circle sticker that said April, a couple puffy stickers, and then that other half of the chipboard piece that I used on the left side for my journaling. And I said, For Thursday, I accepted a sub job for Thursday and Friday in my favorite special ed classroom. I adulted so hard, and after work, I did my workout, made dinner, and lunch for Friday because I knew I was working the next day. Showered and got Nora all ready for bed, all by myself because Matt went to watch the draft. And then Friday, it was another crazy day at work. I'm always so exhausted, but today I dealt with more PTA fifth grade fundraiser drama, and I got all emotional and cried in the classroom. So embarrassing. Took Nora for boba, got myself some new leggings, and we just relaxed. Audiobook and early bed for me because it was such a day. I'm not even going to get into it all, but there was just so much drama, and I am very, very at peace with my decision not to maintain my position as PTA president next year. So then these two cards that flip up are just from the days that I was in my favorite classroom with my sweet boys. There are a lot of other kids in the classroom, but I didn't get pictures with them. So yeah, I just used those scallop label stickers to journal on the picture on top where it says Friday. My week isn't whole without my Micah. And then on the one of the two boys on my lap, I wrote literally a human bed. I love these two. So I just create a flip up if I have lots of photos, which I did have a ton this week because of the weekend was really busy. But I just take like some clear scotch tape or wherever I get it from and just put some on the top and the bottom card and then on the inside so that it stays. And then I just attach a pocket, like a decorative card or a journaling card on the underside, depending on, if I need to journal or not. And I didn't need to, so I just chose the one that said love this so much. Then Saturday, we knew, like, since it's the weekend before my surgery, I wanted to eat dinner up in Saratoga, which is, like, one of our favorite local towns. There's shopping and there's food and there's this amazing indie bookstore. So we ended up, since Nora needed all new everything for summer because she keeps growing, it's insane how big she is. We had to buy her literally a whole new wardrobe. Like, she's bigger than her friends, so she doesn't get hand-me-downs, and she hasn't gotten hand-me-downs since she was a baby. So we went up to the outlets, which are like up north, and we bought a whole bunch of stuff for her. I got like two things, I was very proud of myself. My husband got a couple pairs of shorts. We actually started our day with brunch at this really delicious place, but I'm not sure what it was. It made me feel so sick. It might be because I usually intermittent fast and I just ate like a huge breakfast. So the whole way from brunch to the outlets, I was laying in the car trying not to vomit. Fortunately, I had some like nausea medicine that I took, and Matt stopped at Walmart and got some Pepto. So by the time we actually parked and I got out of the car, which is like a 30-minute ride, I felt much better. But that was rough. And then dinner, so then we went shopping, and then we went back down to Saratoga for dinner and went to one of our favorite places, which is like, Mexicali, basically. And we got nachos, wings, Brussels sprouts, and rice and beans. And then we stopped in Troy right before we came home and got dessert at our favorite place because it just opened earlier in the week, called Dutch Udder, which is like handcrafted, super delicious, lots of gluten-free options and dairy-free options, ice cream. So I am going to decorate all these photos and journaling related to those stories. The picture of the ice cream, I just wanted to put the flavors. So there was pistachio, Irish cookies and cream, root beer float, fruity pebbles, key lime, and pink velvet cookie dough. And then the picture of Nora and my husband is at brunch. Underneath is the quad photo of the food pictures I took. At brunch, we got strawberry French toast with like a cream icing deliciousness. And then my husband got French toast, but his was like dark chocolate orange, and there was like a caramel mascarpone topping. I just got a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich and home fries. And then I made the like little decorative card at the very end. So I'll talk about that when I get to that portion of the journaling. Now what I'm going to do is move on to the flip up of, so there's three flip up photos on the right side of this spread. The last one I'm working on was from Sunday. So in real time, that would be yesterday. We had church and my husband played bass, and then we have our monthly Feast and Friends potluck lunch. Then her friend Abby came over after. I got a lot done. But the picture, I love the picture of the kiddos just snuggling together watching Nora's iPad. And then the picture of my husband and my pastor's husband were wearing the same exact shirt, which was so funny. So that was unplanned, and I obviously had to take a picture of that. And so that's what I'm journaling about. And then also about how after church, I ended up cleaning the house and then weeding all of our flower beds, which was quite the undertaking. And then the last photo is of Nora at the ice cream shop. They always do such an amazing job with their aesthetics, like their display in the windows, and then the store itself is amazing. They have so many custom like pieces. Like they have this huge light that's covered in gummy bear, like they're not real gummy bears, but they're probably like acrylic or resin or something. But there's just so much to look at, and the store itself is outstandingly gorgeous, like 11 out of 10 pretty. So anyway, this picture is Nora sitting in the window display there. I'm just going to embellish it really simply with this like sort of decorative column on the right. I'm using that space there to create just a little bit of interest and try to make this photo look a little bit more cohesive by using the die cut and then the loving puffy, adding a few other puffy stickers both above and below, and of course one of the scallop label stickers. And then the last thing I'm going to do is decorate this card. So I'm using some puffy stickers, some die cuts, and a few other embellishments that I already had just to bring everything together. And that way I can journal about the places that we went shopping on Saturday because I don't have any photos about that. I end up moving everything down because I realize that I want to make another sort of column cluster of embellishments, if you will. So I have the label sticker, a little bit of washi, because otherwise I think that die cut blends in too much with the background. And then I decided to bring in the yellow puffy sticker. And then where it says, more of this, please, I just journaled that we went shopping. And then on the right, I wrote all the stores that we ended up purchasing things from, not necessarily all the stores we went into, because we did go into some stores and not buy things, believe it or not. Or I should say that Nora didn't choose from. So those places were, let me think, Gap, J. Crew, Old Navy, Sperry, and then this place called Rack Room, which we'd never been to, where she got a pair of shoes that she wanted. So, and then again, I'm just going to use those little teeny tiny puffy dots as bullets. And that is going to conclude this week. It was a busy week. I'm interested to see what happens in my recovery week post-surgery. Who knows? It should be pretty interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the products that I shared or any of the things that I talked about, because, you know, I love to chat and we can definitely get chatty in the comments. Enjoy the close-ups in real time. I think I said earlier that there were going to be photos, but what I meant by photos was the real-time close-up of the finished spread. Okay, so thank you again for being here, friends. Please do me a favor. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, friends, and remember that you are enough. And I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.